This is your camera. Okay, the fight started. What do? Boom, I move my camera and I count the numbers. 1, 2, 3. The karma is already dead. Okay, right. The first thing that I assess is I can't go at this. It's Griff. So I need to go around. After that, my teammates are elite pretty close, so we can do 3v3. So it's still fightable, but we do have Kai'Sa here, which we actually have the wave pushed. So she can't move very easy, but she can still ulti to the fight. But this is like, again, moving your camera will help you to see, hey, it's a 3 versus 3.
Right.
And karma is already dead. Because this, look at your camera right now.
Right, I can't see anything.
Anything. And karma was 1 HP and you're following. This is the moment when you should follow, but all the way around. Because the moment you're here, you're just sandwiched here.
Yeah.
Look at this. Just sandwiched. Imagine if you're approaching from this angle right here.
Yeah, it would have been a little different.
Exactly.
I would have just played behind the Lissandra. Yeah.
What's going on, guys? Vizais here. In today's video, we will learn about mid-game macro, tempo, rotations, and camera use. If you are AD carry main, this is a very good video for you for the mid-game and later on after the laning phase. Be sure to watch this until the end and make sure you're subscribed, liked, and hit the notification bell for this video because you don't want to miss out any AD carry specialized video from this AD carry specialized channel. Enjoy.
See, you should see it here. Like the moment you get the plate and you're like, oh shit, I don't have it. Then just stay and push. You can even take like only the 3 millis, so you are sure that you're not gonna die for it. But you should definitely stay. And the moment you stay, you should bring your karma, because if you stay by yourself, it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
So here I was like, oh shit, that's bad. You go for a word here, but yeah, the wave is coming into you anyway, so you don't need to go for a word. Why am I saying wave is coming into you when I see that 6 minions are red and 6 minions are blue?
Because Dragon's up, I couldn't answer that. I'm not sure.
So if everyone evaporates right now, the wave is pushing into you. That's basically what I'm saying.
Oh, so if no one touched, right, because it's closer towards their side.
Exactly. So it's closer to their side, so the next wave is gonna meet closer to their tower, so it's gonna push into you. Therefore, if it's pushing into you, why word? You don't need to word. You can just sit there, just farm, stay here, because anyways, if you see Morgana coming towards you, you still have lots of space between you and her, so you can just EOA and play slow. The moment you have your BF sword, I said recall, but recall immediately. If you stay here, it's gonna be worse and worse. They will push you, they will poke you, they will bully you, they will try to kill you. Take these minions and get out. That's what we should do here. Okay, but I said, hey, don't recall in front of them. What did I mean by in front of them? Well, this is the range of the Kai'Sa vision. If she moves here by mistake, she can see you and then she can stop you. So that's why a good recall in this specific case would be here or here, because Kai'Sa can just walk up. And I said, hey, as you're recalling, look at the wave. See how fast Kai'Sa is pushing, because if she's pushing this wave really fast, then you might stay. And here I said stay. The reason why I said stay is because I saw that you have 5 seconds more to finish. Oh, sorry, 3 seconds more to finish the recall, and she already killed all of the millies. So you're most likely not gonna lose the whole wave, but one plate as well. So I said, hey, let's stay for one more wave. And I took that decision because I saw how fast she was. Well, I didn't see because it didn't look, but on the replay we will see that she pushes very fast. So I said, hey, let's take that and recall on the next one. And this is what I said, hey, you took these minions, recall immediately. The reason why I said recall immediately is because right here, if you recall here, the wave is still relatively far from her, so it will take like 6 seconds for her to get to the wave, or like 5 seconds, so you can buy some time there. So just press B. Well, again, not here because she can see you and she can stop your recall. But I also saw it's a cannon, and if it's a cannon, of course she doesn't actually push it in time, right? Because it's a cannon wave and she needs more time to push it. And I said, hey, still move your camera to the Kai'Sa, see how fast she pushes, and then if she doesn't push it fast enough, then you can just recall and you don't need to have to cancel the recall. And here, unfortunately, we are in a very sticky, like very hard situation where you have to sell your blade. You should never sell your blade unless it's for the absolute worst second item of the game.
Are you an AD carry main who feels like no matter how well you play, win the lane, make good decisions, play mechanically well most of the times, but you still have no real impact? You crush it one day, win 5 games in a row and feel unstoppable, but the next day you lose every single game and start doubting yourself. Am I even a good AD carry? What can I do if enemy top lane and mid lane are so fed? Imagine a world where you never let the lead slip away. You know exactly how to push your advantage, exactly when to rotate at the right time, and how to control objectives so you can snowball the game. A world where as AD carry you don't feel forced to make risky plays and you don't drop your lead, but you don't have to imagine it, you can make it a reality. This is Martin. He was grinding games, watching guides and trying his best, but none of it seemed to work. The problem? He was focusing on the wrong things. You don't improve just by playing more games, you improve by fixing the small mistakes that cost you wins. And that's a problem that most AD carry face. From Platinum 3 to Diamond in 2 months. Billy found himself making the same mistakes over and over again, engaging at the wrong time or mispositioning in teamfights, dying for no reason, and he even knew some of the mistakes but he didn't know how to fix it. He would find himself guessing what to do next, unsure whether to push, rotate or fight while feeling completely lost in the mid game. Now he knows exactly what to do at every stage of the game and his results speak for themselves. Silver to Emerald in a month. Shaquille went from Diamond 4 to Challenger. Alex went from Gold to Grandmaster. And they are not alone, they are part of a growing community over 3,254 players who have taken coaching and transformed their gameplay. But here is the truth, this was not overnight and it was not effortless. Shaquille spent 2 years grinding to reach Challenger, not by playing more, but by playing smarter. Alex dedicated 26 months refining his skills and climbing to Grandmaster once he started focusing on what actually matters. So no, this is not a one session and you'll climb instantly, promise. If you're looking for that, if you're looking for a shortcut, this isn't it. But if you're willing to put in the time, willing to put in the effort, apply the right mindset and focus on the details that actually matter, this is the proof that coaching actually works. You're closer to being a great AD carry than you think. Most players just need to uncover what's actually holding them back. That's it. You could keep grinding, watching random guides and hoping for progress, but how much time will you waste before realizing something is missing? You could finally find the real mistakes that have been keeping you stuck and start making real progress. You have already put in the effort. Now let's make sure it pays off. Book your coaching session now at bizaz.com.
Absolute worst.
Say that again.
Never sell your blade unless you have the absolute worst case second item of the game means Yuntal plus Infinity or Yuntal plus Rapid Fire or Yuntal plus Lord Dominic's. Doesn't mean for boots.
Okay.
Why? Is because this gives you 80 health. And health you're not getting from anything. And you're playing against a Kaisa, you're playing against a Riven, you're not gonna be chill in fights. But unfortunately here, you thought about selling it and it's still bad. I would rather wait and lose one wave in the tower and have 80 health every fight from now on rather than, you know, you don't have the health but you have the item and you're faster.
I see what you're saying.
So this is the reason why I said to stay here. Then same thing, you look at the wave right here, it didn't look very much, you're very tunnel vision because you see they are low, but if you're looking faster, already through my mind is going, hey, they are low, I'm gonna go to the laney phase and I'm gonna stop the recall. After I stop the recall, I use the Q on the minions and I push it really, really hard. And then maybe as they recall, I'm gonna use my ulti so I can stop one of the recall. You can see I'm already making the plan because I see them in the laney phase. But if typically, yeah, you're just looking when you're like really close to the lane. Yeah, but that doesn't give you much time to think what you wanna do.
Right.
To plan out, because this game is about taking the information and taking the right decision. And low elo players, many cases they might know how to take the decisions, but they don't take the information. So how can you make a decision? So here I said, hey, it could be a good, like, keep the wave here and chill, but since they are very low, they just press B, push this wave, click here, tank the minions, walk up, stop the recall, like try to check there, stop the recall, and then get plates. This is the reason why I said to push hard.
Oh, I see. Right, because if I stop their recall, they just one of them dies. Or they both die.
If they die, or even like worse, they don't even like if they don't die and they still recall, you take the whole tower and it's over. It's just over. So the camera control is the caps lock mistake from today's coaching session. Yes, it's not the only thing. We identify a lot of things, but if I wanted you to remember one thing is the camera control and moving it before taking a decision in the laney phase. Let's see.
Okay.
Morgana is dead, so here you don't go forward after pushing. Typically, as I said, after pushing this wave, go forward, but Morgana is dead, so don't ward. You don't need to ward, just to ward. You can just pressure. Let's see the trap. Same thing, put it here. Ah, that one I think you put it good. Let's see. That one is not bad. That one is not bad. And I think they even, yeah, and they even step on it because this time you didn't put it here, you see? Put it behind the tower. Because the way it works is the following. This trap you don't see unless you zoom in or unless you move your camera like this on an angle like that. See? Let's see if you... I don't know if you put it. Okay, so we're not gonna get into tower. Yeah, you see this trap how bad it is? Because I can already see it. But I want to see this one right here. That one is the one. Okay, good. Perfect. Perfect.
I haven't, like, I understand that I have to unlock my camera to play, but to me it just feels so weird to play on a unlocked camera.
Yes.
Right? Because my keybinds are the same keybinds from Smite, where I use 1, 2, 3, 4 for my abilities. I don't use Q, W, E, R.
Yeah.
And I used to have it set to where it was WASD. If I press Y to unlock my camera, I would move with WASD, but I figured that was too fast. But even then, like, it's just not, it doesn't feel comfortable.
Have you tried to
like
do it with space? Like to hold space while playing?
Hold space while playing? No, I've never.
Yeah,
I've never
let's go
tried
into a practice tool. Let's go into a practice tool. You go into a practice tool. Okay, let's see what we have here. So now you're just pressuring. That's good. You're pushing with your Q. That's good. Just pressure these guys. And then, yeah, now Morgana is going to come behind you. So you got to be a bit careful. She's onto the Drake. You kill her almost. Oh, you kill her. Nice. You get the Drake. And then after you get the Drake, you go on bot lane. You see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen.
So here you locked camera, but you see the Lulu HP, so it's not that bad. I would still move it before I E in because I want to see also the Kaisai's HP, but that's not bad. So here, look at this. You don't see Lulu. This is bad. But that, did you see that small like optimization, small adjustment of the camera? That was huge because now you can see her and you can Q and you can think, hey, do I Q, do I ult? Okay, I'm not gonna ult, I'm just gonna Q. That's fine. The problem is that this doesn't happen very much in your team fights and you're very locked. You don't do that little adjustment. And we will see very soon now. Here you said, oh, I have Yuntal, let me just recall. The reason why I said that you shouldn't recall right here is because with your items right now, I know Morgana is not here because she just died. I know you can pressure them significantly. If we want to force this concept, and it's going to look like this. If they are this HP and you have Yuntal, fuck Yuntal. Kill them. Take their plate. Take their tower. They need to recall. Not you. They are low. If they are this HP. You might not see it now because they are healthier, but with Caitlyn, if you just hit a Q or a trap into the tower, they get really, really low. Fast. Especially with longsword and BF sword here.
Oh.
So the reason why I said to stay and not go for Yuntal, I said you could stay if they are low enough in the tower for you to pressure significantly and consistently and reliably without putting yourself in high risk. No, there is no high risk. You're not gonna die 2v2 against Lulu, don't worry. The Morgana already died on the Drake. We saw the dead timer right now. She's most likely gonna go top. So this is why you stay. Of course, if they are full HP right now, it would be stupid for you to stay because you're not gonna pressure the full HP Kai'Sa into the tower, and it's better to recall. But in this exact situation, it's better to just stay. It's better to stay because you have mana, and of course, please ping your Karma. And ping your Karma the moment you see the recall she started, just ping. Because if you ping by the end of the recall, she might be in the shop, she might be... So it's better to ping like instant.
I see.
Okay. And yeah, you saw what happened if you stay, even you ping, yeah, that's good. There is no reason for her to not stay. Then you push and then you need to just go mid. That was a beautiful decision making, and this is what it started. Of course, we know why you died here because you recalled here, then you went into the brush. The perfect recall, yes. Typically, there are some specific positions that pro players take. This is a good position, this is a good position, this is a good, this is good, this is good. Brush position is always fine. This position is always fine, but it all depends on the enemy. So for example, Kai'Sa recall here is safe because Caitlyn pushes and she's gonna be here and she's still gonna be out of the Caitlyn vision. This is why she chooses to recall right now. You recall here, which is still a safe because if they don't have this word, as you can see, this will be darkness because you have a wave crash into the tower. The perfect recall will depend on the threat. The threat, since Lulu is top and Kai'Sa is base, it's nothing. So You just recall here. You could have easily recall into the brush as well in case you think Morgana could be around. But that's how you see where you recall. Where should you recall right now? Well, what do they see? Well, nothing, because they don't have minions. I mean, yeah, maybe they have these brushes worded, but judging on this case, their vision, I'll show you very soon, 14-13, their vision is very limited right here. Look. They have absolute no vision right here. Look at this. Very rarely they will come and they will check these brushes, so you could try to choose that, but judging on where your wave is, even if you recall here, it's not bad. Yes, a default to recall into the brush is not bad, but typically if this Morgana is a good player, she doesn't just come and waste her time to check the brushes, when if she had the brain, she would have gone mid and just get a free kill on Lissandra. Because this is just always a coin flip. This is not a coin flip, Lissandra hitting the tower, especially if you have Lulu behind. So that's how you see where is the correct place to recall. But yeah, that one we need to see the threat. Okay, and then you go to mid lane. Yes, theoretically, your challenger players will tell you you should go to mid lane because you got the bot tower. Yes, but if Lissandra doesn't move there, you should be bot. Pay attention to the bot wave right now. You pushed Kai'Sa into the second tower. If you didn't die, you are mid lane right now, and that's good. That's good. Because Kai'Sa is busy on bot lane. But someone needs to catch the wave after Kai'Sa is gonna push. When? Well, when she pushes the last wave. When is that? Well, now. So someone needs to prepare to go bot. Why? Well, it's because the next wave will probably not get in time and she will crush that wave and she will take the tower. So now, can you move to bot, to mid lane? Not really. Not really. You have to catch bot. Until when? Well, until you do the deep push. What is the deep push? Well, it's very simple. The deep push is you just go, catch the wave, then you push one more, and the one more wave that you pushed, let's say this circle-ish thing, you push it in the tower, then you go to mid lane, boom, 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 you stay mid, you fight, you take the tower, whatever, and then when Kai'Sa is gonna be here pushing the last wave into the tower, you should already prepare, hey, go towards bot lane. Of course, in an idealistic heaven situation when you have a human on mid lane that has a brain and goes bot lane, League of Legends is easy, but when you're playing bronze, silver, gold, platinum, and your mid lane doesn't want to doesn't want to go bot, that's what you do. What? You do the deep push. Okay, so you move mid lane, you stay until the bot wave is pushed, and from this point when bot lane is pushed, you ping, and if it doesn't go, then you go. There are situations where bot lane is pushing, someone needs to go there, but a team fights break out right here. In that case, if you think you can get the team fight with number advantage because Kai'Sa is bot, you choose the team fight, you kill them, you take mid tower, and yes, you need to give bot tower and the wave and maybe the Gromp, but you trade it. So those are the two situations. We do the deep push, you push, but then you come back when the wave is coming into you. Or the second situation, you do the deep push, and after you do the deep push, there is a fight that is going to break up on mid lane. You stay there, and then you lose the bot lane. What you did here is bad because someone had to react to this wave. Look, someone had to react, and Lissandra is low.
Right, because we gave that tower for free essentially.
Of course, a challenger player will tell me that Lissandra has TP and she's gonna TP on bot, but we both know that she's never gonna TP bot lane here. So that's why you go bot, you catch it, and then you just play from there. Because your mid lane is she TPs mid, yeah. So it's normal. This is normal. I play in low elo and mid lane never wants to swap. But yeah, and here someone had to be bot and you had to push. And imagine you would be level 10, you could be getting solo XP, you could be getting farm, because now you're just sharing XP. You're not really, you see? This is the second biggest mistake. The fact that you're staying mid, sharing XP, and pay attention to the bot wave is just in the middle. So if Kai'Sa is there, pushes the wave, takes the tower already. It's not the deep push that we wanted. It's not when Kai'Sa is here, she pushes one wave, she pushes the second wave, then you have so much time to, you know, send someone bot. But now, you don't, because no one pushed the bot lane. So this is what you should have done. Because mid, if Kai'Sa could be here right now, because he didn't basically create a number advantage. And you created with that deep push.
Oh, I see.
So the mid game definitely holded you back right here. And now you should just go mid. You pushed mid, and you have until this wave is in the middle. So now you're fine. You basically have like what, 10 seconds. This is fine. You're hovering a little bit of a play. You're hovering. But now This wave is already here, so you can go back to mid lane to push it. There is no reason for it to be here. But, of course, Lissandra is engaging and it's really close. So the distance rule says you can still hover and fight, which is fine. You moved. This is okay. So it's not bad that you followed here. It's just you have to have on top of your mind that their wave mid lane you need to catch, you need to get prio mid lane because you're playing Caitlyn. Of course, the decision of going top is also iffy. It's fine because you have push mid and they are making a play top, but move your camera there. Move your camera there because if she's 1 HP, maybe you can just ulti and go back to mid. If she's full HP and Briar is low, maybe you can just go back to mid lane earlier. But to make a decision, you need to have the information. Let's see. I really want to see this. So you push, and now when you make a decision, boom. Okay, she's full HP. And right here, I would be like, I'm not gonna go for top lane because it's too far, as you can see, and she's already running. And not only that she's running, she's 0-2, so it's not even worth killing her. So I would go back to mid and I would push mid here. But you see, it's easy for me to say because I'm moving my camera. In a situation where Yvonne was here, then you can move and you can ulti and then go back to mid. Super important. Camera control. Okay, are you in practice tool? Okay, so let's go to the Drake.
Okay.
Let's just move normally without like teleporting. Yeah, let's move. Okay, so you like play normally. Like, so you play with locked usually, right?
Right.
Okay, so now move your camera there. How do you move it? Do you unlock?
I have to press Y. Yeah, I have to press Y unlock,
okay,
and then I have to move my cursor.
Let's teleport mid lane.
Go ahead.
Let's teleport mid lane, Shift S, yeah. And now I want you to unlock your camera. I want you to hold space, and I want you to play the game just by holding space. Yeah, like that. You see, now you have locked camera, but you can always unlock you can just release your finger from the space, and then you can move your camera. Okay, now a fight break out to the grubs. What do? You need to not hold space. You move your camera there. Let's see, boom, and then move there. Let's get there, and then now, yeah, click there, and now you press space bar a little bit, like 2 seconds on yourself. Then you move it again, move your camera again, like that. And then you press spacebar again. So you see, you make this mode of, hey, I don't want to lose track of my champion. Maybe there is a Fizz engaging on me. So pressing spacebar to lock your camera on yourself is useful. Pro players do it. Yeah, but you also want to know what's going on in team fight.
Right. So if I were to do that...
what do you want to do? It's there on game.
Just to try to change the camera speed.
Yeah, that would be good.
Right, because that was a little bit slow. I think this is a lot better. But yeah, I'm just not used to playing with spacebar.
Yeah.
It's just...
Yeah, it's definitely a very useful habit to have because you saw that your biggest mistake is that.
Right.
Really important.
So when you guys, when you play like this, you're pretty much, your thumb is always on the spacebar.
Yes, typically.
With exception if you guys are... Oh.
Is that...
So that's how the majority... Go ahead.
Is it? You think it's not gonna be comfortable for you? Because I know you have like Dota settings. Is it reachable for you with your thumb?
Yeah, it's teachable because this was kind of the process when I learned how to A click or attack move, right, with the mouse settings. Because I used to right click. I used to have to always right click and then click back. And then my buddy told me, they said that's not the way. That's not the way to like for an AD carry, that's not the way to play, because he tried to get me to play with the indicator. Like I've seen some pro players when they play,
they see the range.
They A-click,
yes,
it shows they see the indicator, and then I wanted that indicator, but the thing is I didn't realize for me to get that indicator, I would have to
it's more inputs,
right?
And then
right, it's more inputs. It's A click and then a left click.
Yes,
and I said
it's bad. Yeah. It's anyways bad. It's objectively better the one you have. It's just the pro players played for like 15 years, so of course they have such like that habit is
muscle memory.
It's just so natural that the muscle memory is just so natural that they wouldn't like change it. But if you ask pro players that actually study this, they will say that less inputs is just always best. So they will try to, if I teach a new player, I always teach this way. Attack move click is always better than attack move cursor. Seeing the range is just not the way. It's can be helpful at points, but not like too much, honestly. Okay, right. Good. So let's see what else we have here. Yeah, and then now you reacted to both. You see my screen, right?
Yes.
You reacted to bot side and then you pushed, but unfortunately you didn't do... Oh, did you do... Okay, that's good. This was actually... I was cheating you up here. That was good. Look, you pushed this wave. Nice. So someone has to react to that wave. I don't know who. Maybe the enemy mid lane, maybe Kaisa, but you go mid and someone has to react to the bot wave. If they don't, then they just lose minions because it's slowly pushing into the tower. So this is
Can
fine.
you pause it right here? I have a question.
Yes.
Okay, so I pushed out. Okay, I pushed out that wave, and you see where the wave is at bot side, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that means that that means that here in the next couple seconds, someone has to respond to that wave coming
Yes.
to bot side, right? Because if not, if they just let it sit there, it'll eventually crash to our tower. No.
Yeah. Yeah. To your tower, sorry, or their tower?
To the bot tower, my bot tower.
So now you have more minions right here, right? And this is another reinforcing wave. They only have the reinforcing wave. So you have more minions. It's gonna slow push into their tower.
Oh, okay.
You see? Because look, you just push this wave, and that wave right there that they have is the same with this one. So
okay. That
so
makes
you
sense.
have more minions on board now. They do.
Oh, okay.
So what is your question?
No, because I'm just trying to see like how do you, because I thought that was the same wave, right? Because if it was the same wave, wouldn't someone have to respond before it hits the tower? Because I'm essentially just asking like, how do you know, or when do you know to rotate before the wave crashes to the tower if no one's in lane?
Okay, so that's for the mid game. Can you repeat your question? How do you know?
So if you look at the minion wave, right? Because you said, okay, how would I explain this? So let's say the wave is at the middle of the river, right?
Yeah.
In the mid game. How do you know when to rotate before the minion wave will crash to your tower, right? So let's say you push the wave is neutral in the middle, you push that wave out, right? How do you know, like by looking at the minions on the map, how do you know when it's going to reach your tower, right? Because if you know when it's going to reach, that means that you know when to rotate back to that lane to answer that
so
wave.
if it's already like in the middle again and someone is pushing, that's typically you should already like think about moving back. So for example here, when I see Kaisa on the map, if I was on mid lane, this is the exact time when I would think, hey, I need to go bot. Why? It's because she's pushing the last wave before she can get on the tower. Because the next wave is already here. So it's too far, which means she can reach the tower with pushing this wave. So when the Kaisa reaches to push the last wave that is going to get her to the tower, that's the moment, the exact moment when you should go back to bot. Like you should start pathing when she hits this last wave.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see.
But in this case, you're fighting and you're winning. Yes?
Yes. No, that makes a little bit more sense. My bad. It's just a little confusing with the waves in this game.
Yeah, that's what you should do. And then now you're pushing. And then again, you just created this advantage. You don't need to be bot unless someone is pushing. There's no reason for it to be bot. Again, it has to be someone here in the middle of the lane pushing that wave, or a big wave pushing, about to crash to the tower. You don't need to be bot.
I see.
So this you move. Okay. And then you would just fight. We had a few situations where we didn't end, but that's just gonna be experience and looking at the timers. That's not very good. We need to work on the camera control and maybe a little bit on the recalls. Your mechanics are very crazy good, very crazy good. Your gameplay, like your fundamentals, are holding you back. You would never be bronze if you had better macro. I think the coaching is gonna do very, very, very good for you. So now you don't need to go bot because no one is pushing that wave. It's pretty pushed, as you can see, the number of the blue minions and numbers of the red minions. It's pushing into them. No one needs to be bot. Okay, shit. Never mind. The Morgana is gonna push that wave, and someone has to be bot soon. This wave is gonna help the tower, so it's gonna be here soon. So when Morgana is on that wave, you should already send someone bot, like right here.
Okay, and if no one moves, then I will go. Okay,
unless there is a fight here. If there is a fight here, you can win it and you can just take the tower or mid tower or inhibitor. Fuck the bot tower. shouldn't really move if there is something else. But if they had mid tower and they are just wave clearing, no one is fighting, everyone is chilling, then yes, you would rather just react to that wave compared to doing nothing. But here there is a fight. A fight that you decided to move, which, yeah, it wasn't 2026. It wasn't the right play because you need to know the number advantage, the HP advantage, and more things. So here, when you're mid lane, if a fight is going to break out right there, the first thing that you do here, because this is your camera right now. This is your camera. Okay, the fight started. What do? Boom, I move my camera and I count the numbers. 1, 2, 3. The karma is already dead. Okay, right. The first thing that I assess is I can't go at this. It's Griff. So I need to go around. After that, my teammates are elite pretty close, so we can do 3v3. So it's still fightable, but we do have Kai'Sa here, which we actually have the wave pushed. So she can't move very easy, but she can still ulti to the fight. But this is like, again, moving your camera will help you to see, hey, it's a 3 versus 3.
Right.
And karma is already dead. Because this, look at your camera right now.
Right, I can't see anything.
Anything. And karma was 1 HP and you're following. This is the moment when you should follow, but all the way around. Because the moment you're here, you're just sandwiched here.
Yeah.
Look at this. Just sandwiched. Imagine if you're approaching from this angle right here.
Yeah, it would have been a little different.
Exactly.
I would have just played behind the Lissandra. Yeah.
Okay. And then you went to bot lane here, which is the play. We need to push that wave. It's coming into your tower. Why do we need to go bot lane? Well, it's a juicy wave close to your tower, so you want to catch it and you want to push one more. Again, create the deep push. So here after you push this one, you saw Kai'Sa mid, you gotta push one more here. You did the same mistake. Look, just hold your wave there. You're never gonna get to the top fight. Just push, make sure the wave is there, and then you go to mid.
I see.
So mid game and how you play the waves, something that we're gonna work on. Okay, so I don't want to take more of your time. I want to have one more session for us next time to see how you play. So let's make a plan with the biggest mistake. Yeah, what also is like you had a lot of situations where, yeah, you could have ended, then you didn't, and some champion's identity with how you use your flash. But yeah, I will just make a plan. So what do you think are the biggest mistakes that are holding you back right now, judging of today's coaching session?
It's probably the one thing that you said with the wave, right? Like, I don't understand it as much. And then macro, I've always tried to look up videos of macro, and to this day I still don't have a full understanding of macro. Like, when do I move, when do I not move, when do I stay? Because I've seen your videos before. Like, I watch a lot of your YouTube videos, and even then it's still hard for me to apply it to the game, you know?
Yes.
Like, I understand, like, let's say we're doing Baron, right? Okay, my top laner's, or let's say my top laner's creating pressure, right? In his lane, okay, Drake's up, right? We go do Drake, right? Because I see, okay, 3 people are top lane, right? So that's a free Drake. Like, those more basic fundamentals I understand, but like the more advanced fundamentals, I just don't understand, or it's a little bit hard for me to grasp onto. Those are those are things that I'm not able to see, right? Because I haven't played this game for that long and I don't have a full understanding of this game, right?
$5. If you have problems improving and getting better in the game faster but cannot afford booking coaching, on my Patreon you can access more than 627 VOD reviews, premium videos about how to wave management, mid-game macro, and tier lists that will show you the best champions to climb and to improve for your elo. And these are not on YouTube, this is only on Patreon, they're exclusive. Moreover, you can participate in the free coaching waiting list to get a premium VOD review. I'm giving away 2 free VOD reviews every single week. All what you need to do is simple 2-step process. Subscribe to my Patreon and share your OPGG, and voila, you are on the waiting list. You're gonna get a personalized VOD review for any game in your match history. For just $5, you get not only the free VOD review, but a whole bunch of exclusive benefits that will supercharge your gaming experience. It's a small investment for a big return. And it's just $5, it's no brainer, right? But here is the deal, you've got to act quickly. The waiting list is already filling up fast. 55 people already subscribed to the Patreon, and there are 6 people that they are on board, they are on the waiting list. And more are joining every moment. Now, do you want to secure your spot for a free VOD review? Go ahead on my Patreon and reserve it right now.